Hey guys, no one showed up tonight other than Charlie, and I'm kind of burnt out. I got injured on Saturday, and so I was just taking a lot of medication stuff. So tonight's supposed to be jiu-jitsu, but I don't feel like doing jiu-jitsu. And so it's just one-on-one, so I haven't had a chance to do a lot of my own drills. So I'm going to do some drills with Charlie. My background is Muay Thai, and when I first moved here, maybe 15 years ago, I would train with a lot of karate instructors and stuff. And a lot of these guys never seen Muay Thai before, so the biggest critique was that Muay Thai was so simple, and they felt it was not very complicated. Well, in a way, it's not complicated because it's more about the nuances, the feeling, the biomechanical feedback, how your mind receives the move. Too often, traditional martial arts focus too much on the techniques, but there's no biomechanical connection, there's no mind-body connections. Until your mind and body connect as one, you will never feel like you can fight. And this is what makes Muay Thai so different. They only have a very limited set of moves. And I think it's because it's a combat art. They fought, these guys fight for a living, and they can't waste their time doing fancy stuff. So tonight I'm just going to go over a bunch of drills with Charlie, some drills you probably never learned before, but I'll guide you guys along. These are drills I think you gotta have, or else you won't be able to fight, okay? So the first one, I'm not gonna go through all the basic one, but we're just gonna jump right through it. So the first one is just jab, cross, roll kick, and our partner is not gonna defend, and you gotta have really good control of the roll kick so you don't hurt each other. Okay, so we're going to a fighting stance. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then it's your turn. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Good. And we're going to do that for about 10 reps. Okay. Good. Okay, so last year I was getting ready for my fight, and there's this guy, he's Facebook friendly, and he's a karate guy, and he was criticizing that I dropped my hand. So this is what I mean. 1, 2, 3, and he said that dropping your hand's bad, you can punch in the face. Yes and no. It's bad if I just go 1, 2, throw a punch in my face, boom. Okay, it's good when you go 1, 2, it's attack, 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 and you know there's no offensive maneuver from him. So 1, 2, 3, and notice what I did with this hand. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I cleared it and I moved it across his face. Number 2, there's a slight tilt because you're dealing with very aggressive style fighting. You have to drop the hand because you're trying to get that cut. That foot into that thigh, right? So 1, 2, if I'm here and he's skilled, he sees my low kick, he'll just punch me in the face or hook, boom. But if I go 1, 2, 3, notice he couldn't really punch me, okay? So number 3, we're dealing with the tilt. I'm gonna dip my head. If this is 12 o'clock, behind me is 6, I'm gonna dip my head towards 7, okay? So 1, 2, 3, go ahead with the dip. 1, 2, 3, good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, good. Now you can go 1, 2, leave the hand out. You can go 1, 2, drop the hand. You can blade it, okay? But you want to have this slight turn to help push this hip over, okay? So he didn't quite understand, and one more time. Now if you're a beginner and you don't have that set up, obviously keep your hands up, okay? So if I go 1, 2, obviously, I need to keep my hands up. Okay, so if you have a broken rhythm, then keep your hands up. But if you have that rhythm, okay, so when I moved here, that's all I did to people. I just chopped everyone down. And when I moved here 16 years ago, not a lot of people knew Muay Thai. Okay, so let's do 6 more times with the tilt. Eyes on the attacker. Good. Okay, so why don't we work the defend? because we want to clear our mind in seeing things coming. So with a good training partner, we tag each other so that our mind knows what it's like to get that contact. So we see the full range of motion. Too often you defend too soon. When you defend too soon, you're like a scared child who overreacts to everything. You don't want to overreact to everything. Take the pain, take the punishment, and then slowly find a solution to that attack, okay? So, because this is an MMA school, you might fight against someone who's really skilled in low kick. So we know the low kick's going to come. So instead of doing a check or a shin block, our first acknowledgement to that low kick is a slight slap. Okay, so go ahead. Throw the 1-2 low kick. 1, 2, boom. That's all we're going to do. So we're just teaching our mind to see that. Okay? Because if you fight against a very skilled Muay Thai fighters and you try to check and everything, it means your mind's anticipating. We want to free your mind, and the easiest reaction, if you never did Muay Thai before, is just to drop your hand and slap your thigh. Okay? Go ahead. 1, 2, boom. Slap your thigh. Okay? Good. Go ahead. Slap it and catch it. Good. Go ahead. Okay, now when you slap it, you're going to miss so that you end up trapping the foot. Okay, go ahead. With that. Okay. Good. And if you want, lower your body a little bit. Good. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. See? Keep it straight. Don't bend it too much. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So once you feel that second nature, then you want to play with that. So go ahead. Boom! Go back over. Sorry. Now, sorry. In this case, Charlie's well trained, so he played his body. But a lot of times, if you watch UFC, a lot of amateur kickboxing or even pro kickboxing, sometimes they forget to blade their body. It's a bad habit, or they forget to do it. And so what you do is you see the low kick come, go ahead, boom, and you just punch them in the face. Okay, but if it's MMA, go ahead. You want to throw them a punch in the face, and from there you want to do a black stubble. Just jump off the ground and black stubble them, right? So in other words, you're not checking, because if you check, you're playing the Muay Thai game. So you're a wrestler, you fight against a Muay Thai game, Muay Thai fighter, you should not be learning how to check. You should, but that shouldn't be your strategy. Your strategy should be to trap into overhand into a double leg. Okay? So that's what I mean. Go ahead. 1, 2, trap into double leg. Okay, so one more time. Right? But you gotta teach your mind to see it. So he throws that 1, 2, boom, and runs that double. Alright? Okay. So we're not gonna go over that because I just want to focus on striking today. Okay, let's work our shin block. Okay, but we're not gonna do shin to shin. I'm too lazy to put on my shin guard right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a stop hit. Okay, so you're gonna go 1, 2, go ahead, go, boom. Okay, 1, 2, boom. Go ahead, 1, 2, boom. So like this. Okay. Now, if that doesn't work, then your next defense is the shin guard. Okay. So 1, 2, boom. Go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And to not hurt each other, you aim for the shin or the thigh, but never the kneecap, because you're going to blow out each other's kneecap. Okay. Go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now notice that move doesn't work as well because it's a more complex motion. You have to bring up your leg and then you have to push it back out. So it's a 2 mechanical movement versus a shin block, which is a 1 mechanical movement. So what you do is you need to analyze movement, 1 to 1 or 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. A lot of times I watch a lot of self-defense video and it's a joke, it's fake. Because the guy stands there and let the instructor beat him up 4 or 5 times while he stands like an idiot. It doesn't work like that, right? It's 1 to 1. You'll be lucky if you do 1 to 1. Sometimes 1 to half. In other words, he does his 1, 2, boom. See, he couldn't get off his low kick. Or he throws his 1, 2.